Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Sarah Martin with The Contoured Chemist, and today it's unboxing day. K-beauty style, those are my favorite. I'm gonna be taking you through my morning routine and sharing some viral products that, I will be honest, these aren't gonna be a first impressions. I have been testing these, oh, there's our new kitten, for a little while. It's not really a full review because I like to test products for a very long time before I tell you guys something or not, but there are some really good things in here. I'm gonna tell you my thoughts. So if you wanna check it out, please keep watching. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and thanks for being here. So today's video is sponsored by one of my favorite skincare, but not skincare products that I invested in for long-term skin results, and that is Sleep and Glow. My favorite pillow is the Omnia, which is one of the reasons why I did not put on lashes. I didn't even self-tan. So you guys can see, if you are new here, I'm gonna show you. My eyes have always been my trouble area. I can tell the biggest difference when I do not use my pillow, when I'm traveling, and how my eyes are affected. So if you don't know, sleep wrinkles, everyone can get them. It completely depends on how you're sleeping. So if you're a back sleeper, you probably don't have this issue, but I'm a side sleeper. I always have been, and I have been trying to learn how to sleep on my back, but at this point, it's not gonna happen. So when you sleep on your face, you can get a lot of sleep wrinkles, which are up and down lines in your face. And over time, they're gonna stay there, right? So this is my hack for that. I struggle with texture on my lid area, especially. I've noticed the biggest difference of texture in that area since I've been using this pillow. So this allows me to sleep still on my side, but it has this amazing like cutout design. So your face floats and you can tell it doesn't squish your face, and it prevents all of those sleep wrinkles from happening and therefore permanently embedding themselves in your face. It has become part of my sleep routine. It's difficult for me to sleep without it at this point, and I notice a difference every time I don't have my pillow. So huge shout out and thank you to Sleep and Glow for sponsoring this video. I will put my link down below, and I have two different discount codes. One will give you $15 off any pillows or blankets, and one will give you 10% off anything else on the store, The Contoured Chemist and The Contoured Chemist 10. All right, friends, let's do a little unboxing. It's not really technically an unboxing because I have already been testing these products. I've got a total of 10. They were purchased with my own money. And this time I actually bought from YesStyle for the very first time. And I have to say, I was very impressed. I got everything super quick. And I feel like one of the reasons why I always kind of like hesitate to buy a lot of K-beauty was shipping time, but I'm pretty sure I got it in less than a week. So very impressed with YesStyle. I think I also have a discount code that I will put down in the drop box below the video as well. So where shall we start? I have 10 products. Let me just say, I have been very impressed with this haul. Now, granted, I did a lot of research before I bought these. A lot of them were viral products that I just kept seeing over and over again, and I wanted to see if they lived up to the hype. And they all were just highly reviewed, 5 stars. I think almost every single one of them was one of the top sellers at YesStyle in their category. It doesn't surprise me that they're good due to that fact, but there are some that I'm kind of like, know that not everything I test is always a home run, but y'all know how much I love K-beauty. So let's go ahead and start with cleanser. I only got one cleanser. I will have to admit, the reason why I grabbed this one was purely packaging. Why is not every single cleansing balm on the market designed like this? This is the Pure Grinding Cleansing Balm by Dr. Althea, and this is what it looks like. You twist, and it is one of the most satisfying products on the face of the earth. It's a very soft balm, very soft. I need a towel. So I 100% bought this for the packaging. I thought it looked different, interesting, genius, and I wanted to try it based on that. I did not even look at the ingredients before purchasing, to be honest, but I keep using it because it's actually a really great cleansing. So it's designed for sensitive skin. You guys know I'm a rosacea girly. I'm always trying to keep my barrier as strong and as healthy as possible. So it is supposed to be a gentle cleanse. It has Camilla seed oil for gentle cleansing without stripping like natural oils from your skin, and also grapeseed oil. This makes it a great cleansing balm in order to remove sunscreen and waterproof makeup, that kind of thing. If I would have actually paid attention and researched ingredients first, I would see that it is loaded metacasnoside and centella extract. As you know, one of my favorite ingredients because it is great for sensitive skin, reduces redness, soothes irritation, all those things. So if you're looking for a really good first cleanse over makeup or sunscreen, this will melt it all off with an amazing delivery system, and it's really gentle and non-irritating, non-stripping, which I don't know about you guys, but like when I use a cleansing balm or an oil, I'm looking for something that removes everything without residue so that I don't feel like I have to cleanse with something more stripping to get off any residual oils. And so my test sometimes is I will use this and not second cleanse and see if I break out or if I'm irritated or whatever the case may be, to see if it really does its job thoroughly and is rinsed away thoroughly. Because a lot of times if you break out afterwards, it's because it either doesn't remove all your SPF or makeup, or it leaves a residue, and then that residual cleanser is what's causing you to break out. So I always test things multiple ways, and this one passed the test. So it is now my mission to see like how many other balms can just use this sort of packaging. It is so genius. It makes me actually want to reach for it because there's something about like scooping out. This is just like mess free and satisfying, right? It makes me want to like use it. Dr. Althea is a home run. I mean, bonus points for the fact that the entire ingredients list is on the packaging. You guys know how much, as a chemist, I appreciate that. Sorry, I was supposed to act like it was an unboxing. Here's the box. The next item. I haven't been this excited about a product that I feel like is really giving me amazing results in quite some time. Now, I will be honest, I was influenced for this one, and now I'm wanting to try another one based on that same person saying the other one was better. But I will be honest, I think this one works amazing, and I'm gonna continue using it until I'm completely done before buying the next one. But the entire concept of this type of product was brand new to me, and I'm so excited I discovered it at a time where I really needed it, which is summer. This is Sungboon Editor's Blackhead Melting Clear Pads. So I've talked about pores time and time again. Like there's so much misinformation getting spread around pores. The fact that you can shrink them, that they're doors that open and close. People don't understand what's happening on their own face. So a lot of people think they have blackheads that are just sebaceous filaments. Okay, they're very normal. Blackheads, you will know if you have. They make your pores massive and have to be extracted. Most people have little black dots or little white dots on certain areas of their face, and it is simply a collection of sebum. So our face produces oils, sebum, and this is what helps keep our skin moisturized, right? Depending on your skin type, you might be more oily and you might have a higher production, but everyone's production ramps up in the summer months. And so there's something about that like higher production of sebum and sunscreen that I find personally makes my nose in particularly, and even my chin, like makes my pores just kind of like get congested and fill up with sebum way faster than any other point in the entire year. And so it was kind of like a mission of mine this summer. I have been outside almost daily with my kids' sports, reapplying sunscreen, and I feel like it was that combination that this is the worst my nose pores have ever been in my life. So I was like, how can I stop this? And I'm always asked about pores. So no, you cannot shrink the size of your pores, but you can make them appear smaller with the right skincare products that keep them cleaned out and decongested. And so this product does that in a way that I've never seen and didn't think was possible. So if you think of like pore strips that have glue on them that try to like yank them out, and I've always heard horrible things about how they stretch out your pores, I've always wanted to avoid those. So this is kind of like a gentler alternative. And with little tweezers, they are pre-soaked pads, and all you have to do is put one on your nose, wait about 10 to 15 minutes, and you guys, it's incredible. It almost brings the sebum to the surface of the skin in a way that I've never witnessed any other product doing, which is what sold me, because I was just like, I can visibly see it's not a whitehead. It looks like white coming to the surface. Now, if yours are black, that's called a sebaceous filament. That is just because the oil and sebum in your nose can oxidize when exposed to air. And so sometimes it turns black, sometimes it just looks white or yellow when you clear it out. I will be honest, I don't fully understand what is, even looking at the ingredients, what magic is in here that causes it to happen. But what they say is it contains 79,500 parts per million of sebum melting complex. And looking at the ingredients, I'm not sure what that complex is, but there is a lot of extracts, root extract, fruit extracts, leaf extracts, peppermint extracts, so many extracts I can't even count. So if you have a sensitivity to essential oils, that kind of thing, you might not be able to use something like this. I don't find it all fragrant or anything, but I just know that extracts can be sensitizing for some skin. It's got glycerin, it's got hyaluronic acid. I don't feel like this dries out my skin at all. It works. It also has witch hazel. So whatever magic is in this, I love it. And I did pick up this. Now, this is not from this haul. I actually grabbed mine on Amazon. You can also get this brand from Olive Young, but Ilso is the brand that has this in a bottle form. It's also called like sebum softener, and you would just have to put it on your own cotton pad and use it. So I like the convenience of this, but I have heard the other one works better. So I will probably try it after I go through this. But you guys, if I use this consistently, weekly, I notice my pores looking so much better, so much softer. Like I don't feel congested. I don't see those little dots. This is just a tool, no vibration. It's just plastic and a spatula. So you don't have to use something like this to kind of scrape that gunk out. You can use a cotton swab. You can use a wipe it doesn't matter because it does bring that to the surface. I do find that this seems to get it off a little bit more efficiently. And I just find that it's easy to kind of pair these two together and kind of gently scrape my nose. And it's amazing. So highly recommend, whether you get the pad one or the other one. If nose congestion is a problem for you, I'm telling you, the combination of this and then keeping it cleared out by using some kind of BHA. That is what my routine has been, because your pores will continuously fill up. There's no getting around that. So you have to be consistent with this and then be consistent with something that is oil dissolving, which is a BHA, like salicylic acid, or a weaker form in K-Beauty, is it butane salicylate, I think is how you pronounce it. K-Beauty has different regulations for levels of salicylic acid. And so they have a weaker one that is less kind of drying for some people's skin that I love, that I can use more daily. But if your skin can handle salicylic acid, something like that is going to keep them clear. So you'll see after I use this, I like to use some kind of acid in order to make sure they're all cleaned out and stay that way. Next item, I'll be honest, I had to go look up because I cannot read anything on the package or the tube. I saw this recommended by a dermatologist as like their favorite vitamin C K-Beauty. This is not Korean. The other two are. I have a couple of products that are actually Japanese, and this is one of them. So the actual brand name is Roto. It's about the only thing in English written on the box. And it is called the Mentholatum, I think that's the company name. Milano CC Vitamin C. They're top sellers, and I can totally see why. It is first of all, the packaging doesn't look fancy, but it has, I don't know like how to describe it. It's like a vacuum sealed dropper bottle. So we all know vitamin C, especially if it's got pure ascorbic in it, is sensitive to light and air, and it has to be something that doesn't expose it to those things. This is like the most clear vitamin C that I've ever used that has got ascorbic acid. So it actually has pure ascorbic acid, but then it also has 3, I believe. Oh my gosh, there's so much information in other languages. It's hard for me to find, but it does have active vitamin C, ascorbic acid. It has 3 vitamin C derivatives. So it's got ascorbyl glucoside, 3-O-ethyl ascorbic acid, and vitamin C tetraisopalmitate. So it has 3 derivatives, which means it's gonna hit at different mechanisms in the skin. It also has vitamin E, which in research is shown to make vitamin C even more effective as an anti-aging ingredient. They call this an anti-spot essence, which I find a little bit interesting. So they say it's for dark spots and hyperpigmentation, blemishes, and acne, because it has both anti-inflammatory and antibacterial ingredients. I find the texture fascinating. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a water oil hybrid. It feels almost like a watery serum, but then it's not, it's not like, it feels like a water, but then it feels like an oil. So I do feel like I do need to press this on due to the texture. It has a slight citrusy scent, but it's supposed to be really good for dark spots. And so I know vitamin C is one of those things we hear about, good for dark spots all the time, but like, I don't feel like everything's formulated to really tackle hyperpigmentation. Vitamin C isn't the best ingredient out there for it. So they say they have a unique penetration formulation, meaning that it's supposed to go deeper in the skin. I'm assuming that means the ascorbic acid is encapsulated somehow, and that's why it's clear. So it's even cool, it even tells you one bottle, if you use 4 to 5 drops a day, will last you 5 to 6 months. This tiny little thing. So a little goes a long way. I'm really liking this. I have no irritation when using it, and you guys know how sensitive my skin is to vitamin C. I think that's because it's got to be encapsulated. So somehow I wish I could understand a little bit more about the formulation. But again, so much is in Japanese that I can't read. So if you guys have tried it or if you've seen more information about it, I'd love to hear more, but highly recommend. It's like $12. It is one of the best formulated vitamin C's I've ever seen at that price point ever. And if you see in K-Beauty that a lot of people don't use vitamin C serums, there's not a lot of K-Beauty vitamin C's, but this one's Japanese, and I figured why not try it? My favorite product ever, Cure, is Japanese as well. So there you go. I might have to start trying more Japanese products because this is so good. I recommend for sensitive skin, if you're looking for a vitamin C serum that's affordable, lasts a long time, and will hit you on every front of the vitamin C's and their derivatives, this is a great option. Okay, the next one is not gonna surprise you guys because I should have brought the other bottle in here. Oh my gosh, I literally have a cat. Hey, get down, sweetie. You wanna say hi? This is Kit the cat. Can you say hi? You love skincare? This is why I always have cat hair on my face. Isn't she sweet? Okay, get down. Always cats in here sticking to my skincare. Okay, I'm excited to share this one. Guys, I have been using Skin1004's Centella Asiatica ampoule for, it's probably been years by now. Gone through so many different bottles. And yet I kept seeing people using this one. And so I ordered it from them. I'm not sure if this one is now available on Amazon. I want to say it might be, and it's just kind of like hit or miss. Sometimes it is. But at the time when I was dying to try it to see if there was a difference, it wasn't. So if it is, I'll link it down below as well. But I feel like this one is mostly, you don't find it as often, and it's usually from K-Beauty retailers. So the difference between this one and the other one is this one has fermented Centella Asiatica. When you ferment an ingredient, it actually completely changes its composition and it does other things for the skin. They say it actually creates new benefits. It creates a higher potency, better absorption, and also decreases irritation. Now, I will say, the other one never irritated my skin. In fact, it was the opposite. That's why I love Centella Asiatica. Like, Cica is one of the most healing, reparative things I've ever included in my skincare regimen. So I'm like, let's just try the fermented version. And y'all know I love a good milky product. So the other one is clear, if you don't remember what that one looks like. Trying to find the difference between the two, besides the fact that this is fermented, it's got a lot of extra ingredients added, like ceramides, which are just gonna hydrate and increase your barrier strength. But I love the fact that this was a milky texture. I will say the only thing is that my dropper doesn't work too great, but that might be just my bottle. So it does have this great milky thick texture. I feel like it is more hydrating than the other one. So if you're looking for kind of like something to take the place of a hydrating serum and you're already using the other Centella, I love that I can like take this all the way on my eyes because it is so soothing. Still gonna give me that glow and reparative properties. I mean, oh, chef's kiss. I knew I would love it, but I do reach for this one over the other one lately. I think it's because of the milky texture. I do feel like I don't need a hydration serum with this one. Whereas The other one, I did usually use something else hydrating in my lineup. I kind of used it for barrier support and healing and soothing my redness and keeping my rosacea at bay. And then I'd add a hydrating ingredient or something with hydrating components. And this one I feel like kind of takes the place of that. So, I mean, I will continue to use both of them because let's be honest, they are holy grails to me. So the Probiotica Intensive Ampoule, I don't even know if I ever said that, but otherwise this one does have a longer ingredients list, just as calming, and I do find it a little bit more hydrating. All right, the next one is definitely a viral product. I purely bought it because of that. And I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. And you guys, now this product will not be for everyone. Now, this, I'd say, this is the second thing I've bought from this line. And this one is by far my favorite. So if you saw me review the TirTir essences, toners, I guess you could say, they're like milky toners. There's like a normal and the lightweight one, and they're good. I mean, I love a good milky toner. I have a lot, but they're probably not my first picks. They went viral as well. This whole nother level. TirTir Ceramic Milk Ampoule. I love how the first word on this is glow, moisture, nourishing. Holy moly, glow. If you don't like a dewy look, skip this product. Do not pass go. Like, you will hate this unless you're gonna use it at night. But I'm telling you, if my face looks dull when I wake up in the morning, this is the first thing I'm grabbing. Like, you guys know I tend to favorite products that give luminosity to my skin or to add to it. I've never used a product that adds such a glow. Like, it's unheard of. And the reason why, I mean, it'll straight up tell you on the box, coats the glow. This cream ampoule moisturizes your dry skin and coats the glow for dewy skin. Understatement. So in their clinical trial, it says skin hydration, protection barrier, the moisture barrier, thin skin gloss effect, and 50 hours lasting. Skin texture, gloss hydration barrier coating effect, skin elasticity effect, the 7 parts. I don't know what 5 and 7 parts mean, but they're saying that this says 3 layers in it, an oil, an essence, and a milk. Instant hydration. It has an elastic hydration glow coating, which I'll show you in a second, and you will be able to see it. It's got squalane, rice bran, love good rice extract, which always gives a glow anyway. It's got the milk complex, and I love any skincare with milk in it. My skin tends to love it. It's a very gentle exfoliation and hydration, strengthens your skin barrier. Fermented extracts, again, for better absorption of products. And it says it gives a non-greasy, lightweight feel. I will say, I don't feel like it's super lightweight. When you're comparing it with other serums like that I just put on, those felt lightweight. I feel like it is a little bit of one of the heavier serums. Now granted, it's still a serum, but it's a heavier serum. It's not like a super lightweight serum in my opinion. It says ideal for achieving a glass skin look. 100% agree. If you've been trying to get glass skin, enter this, just use this. I promise you, it is going to give you immediate glass skin. So you do have to shake it because of those 3 layers. So I consider this very much a hydrating serum and gonna give your glow. Long-term results, it says it's anti-aging. I would say anything that's hydrating, it can be considered anti-aging due to the plumping of fine lines. That is why they have that claim. But I really, really like this. I will continue to purchase this so I have it when I need it. Do you necessarily need it every single day? Depends on your goals for your skin. So I'm gonna shake it. I love anything with this type of dropper. So you push it down to pull it up, and it is a very milky serum. So it is much runnier, but it's almost like whiter than the Centella one I just showed you. But let me show you. Look at my skin now. This is another one I almost like to press on just because it is so, I don't know, the texture is different. It's not oily, but it feels thicker to me. It feels like it doesn't spread. You know what I mean? It's like those watery serums you can like rub all over like really quickly and easily. I feel like this one is almost more like it pats on better. Can you see the immediate glow that gives my skin? It 100%, like you can almost see it on my hands. So it's not greasy, but it is a little tacky. I mean, I haven't given it, you know, enough time to fully absorb, but definitely recommend it if you want a hydrating, glowy, love a milky serum. Like, I can definitely just like throw on a vitamin C. I do like to use this one last in my serum steps because I do feel like it's a little bit heavier. Like, I don't think I would put this one on over this. I wouldn't feel like this could penetrate. Does that make sense? Like, this one is such a watery like serum that I would put that one on first and then this one, and you would definitely have that glow factor. I've tried anything else from TirTir. I've heard so many things about so many of their products that are good. So if you've tested anything else that I need to try, please share in the comments. Okay, while I let those penetrate, I'm gonna wait to go into my actual last of my morning skincare. I am going to go into some night products. I guess this technically does not have to be a night product, but as of right now, I'm using it only at night. It's gonna need the most explanation. This is a very viral product and is unlike anything I think anyone's ever used before. So this is patented by VT, and this is the Reedle shot. I'm sure you guys have seen it. A lot of people are claiming it's like microneedling in a bottle, which I don't completely agree with, but I will explain what you would use it for. So this is Reedle shot. I have the 100 essence. There are different strengths, 50, 100, 300, and 700, all for different uses. So the 50 is the only one that they say you can use every single day. This one you kind of have to build yourself up to using it daily. 300 is meant for every third day, and the 700 is meant for once a week. They increase in strength as the number goes up. Now, why you hear this called microneedling in a bottle is because it has this patented technology called Reedles. It actually says Sika Reedles right here. And I've done a lot of research on it because at first I was like, is that legit? So they say these Reedles are 15 times smaller than your skin's pores. Now, they are little bitty needle-like structures, and some people say that these are very painful. I'll be honest, it's different. It's not pleasant. Now, I started with the 100. I never tried the 50, so I'm sure the 50 is even weaker because the number corresponds to how many Reedles are in the product. And so as you go up, supposedly the 700 is really painful. We'll see if I ever get there, but this is considered a booster skincare product, okay? These little bitty Reedles made up of silica and actually coated in my favorite ingredient, Centella Asiatica extract. It's this patented production that they have for these Reedles, these Sika Reedles that are infused with all of these ingredients, and they're designed to make micro channels like in your skin, so it makes everything absorb better and deeper and work faster. They have clinicals for every single one of their strengths that show amazing it actually can work. And it really is just a booster. It's designed to be used as the first step of your routine and put your products on over it. Everything from pores, skin texture, I heard is a huge one if you use this long term, that it improves greatly. Everything from skin density to blood circulation. And it's been tested for all different types of skin sensitivities as well. So I was a little nervous to try it. Obviously I have sensitive skin, but it's also delivering that cica down into, you know, the layers of my skin as well. So this cica hyaluron complex is an amino acid complex. It's Centella asiatica extract, 3 types of hyaluronic acid, Centella 4X complex, and green propolis extract. Each Reedle is silica and Centella asiatica extract, and then it like has this crazy amino acid complex as well with like 17 different amino acids, all of that getting delivered to, you know, far deeper than typical skincare can reach because it is so small it can get into your pores. Technically all the ingredients are to hydrate and soothe. And so it kind of has this double edge. It's like, it's called an essence because it's got all this great skincare in it as well, but then it will create these channels so that whatever you put on next are gonna go deeper in the skin. Some people might ask, what happens to those? Because silica doesn't exactly just go away. It's not gonna be absorbed in your skin, but it doesn't go deeper than the top layer of your stratum corneum. So it actually increases skin cell turnover rate and is like a natural exfoliation process as well. And so they actually just shed off with your dead skin. And so all those Reedles are gonna go away in your skin's natural shedding process. So you don't have to worry about those being like in your skin or building up or anything like that. I don't think it's the same thing as microneedling. Microneedling is causing injury to the skin so that your collagen synthesis is improved over time. And it's not like that. It's just a booster is the best way to describe it. It's gonna make anything work better that you use with it. So much information about this online that you can see the exact schedule of when to introduce each one. They say to go through 1 bottle before going to the next strength. And then like if you say I use this whole bottle and I want to go up to 300, I could use the 100 still on days I'm not using the 300. Does that make sense? Definitely say it's not for everybody. Some people are not going to like the feeling on their skin. I would definitely say do a patch test and follow the instructions for how to apply it. Like this is not something you want to like rub vigorously on your skin. It's going to be uncomfortable. Patting, rolling motions to kind of press it in using the palm of your hands. That's the instructions they give. That's what I would follow. And I haven't had any problems. I have very sensitive skin and it didn't make me red or irritated or anything. I haven't been using it long enough, obviously, to kind of see long-term results, but I'm telling you, like, I want to use it purely for texture to see if that can be improved and just boost the efficacy of anything I use with it. So right now I'm just using it at night. You can use it the first step of your nightly routine. If you're a little worried about your skin being sensitive to it, use like a nice hydrating toner first. They say you can even use a moisturizer first and then use it. I didn't notice any difference. I do think I used a toner first the first time I used it. Probably created enough of a barrier, and now I can use it as a first step and then go in with whatever I want to use that night. So you guys know I love a good advancement in technology when it comes to skincare. I will say, I think this is going to be worth the hype. I haven't used it long enough, but I will continue using it. I'm curious if any of you guys have tried it. Yes, it will be kind of tingly and uncomfortable, but I do feel like your skin gets used to it over time. I think it's a really cool product. I'm sure we're gonna be seeing this kind of technology in other products soon as well. All right, the next one, I think I kind of cheated because I think I've already shared this one. Oh, Aestura, the Atobarrier 365 cream has become a holy grail in a very short time for me. Upon first use, at first I was like this is recommended #1 by dermatologists brand in Korea. And I was just kind of like, okay. I just kept seeing so many people talk about this moisturizer that I was like, I gotta try it. It's like the texture it's like, it has these little beads in it that I don't think I've really talked about. Let's see if you can see them on camera. You see those little beads? I'll be honest, I didn't even notice them. The first few times until I saw people talking about them, I was like, I've never noticed. And they are patented capsules that are supposed to kind of fill the gaps in your barrier. They actually just redid this formula, which I always appreciate brands that are open to upgrading their products and still keeping them as best as they can be, like reformulating to make them better. So it always had ceramides, cholesterol, fatty acids. So then they actually added long chain ceramides, linker ceramides, high density ceramides in order to make it better for more moisturization. So this says moisture lasts up to 120 hours, and I believe it. I will put this on as the last step in my routine, and I am shocked at how amazing my skin looks the next day. Like, I would say if barrier and hydration is an issue for you, this will solve it. 38.7 skin barrier protection, instant double moisturization, 2 times more powerful repair of damaged barrier in 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, the amount of like percentages they have in clinical testing. Hydration of outer skin barrier, 242%. Inner skin barrier, 356%. And skin sensitivity relieved by 51%. I have never had a bad skin day after using this product. That's a bold claim, I will say. But I will say, it seemed so basic to me that I wasn't expecting much. And then I try it. I just don't know how else to describe it. I 100% feel like if you have sensitive skin, rosacea, this is gonna calm it. This is gonna instantly like heal your barrier if you mess it up. It's been tested on really hypersensitive skin all the way to acne prone skin, and it has been safe for everyone. Per usual, this one's got a lot of science behind it that I appreciate and that I love. I highly recommend it. It's not like a super cheap K-beauty product. I would say it's a little bit more on the higher end when it comes to K-beauty prices, but I understand why, and it's worth every penny. Okay, next we're going into hair. I really need this one today. Like, I need to shower and detox my hair, maybe do a scalp scrub, and use this bad boy. Have you guys heard of this? So, another viral product, kept seeing people talk about it. I believe this is another Japanese one that I can't read anything on. I had to look up how to use it, and I've seen it recommended 2 different ways. But the gist is it's a hair mask by Shiseido, and it's the Fino. Nowhere on this bottle, I swear, it says Shiseido. Like, nowhere. Like, I didn't even know that was the brand. Like, I love that brand. Their sunscreen stick is the best. It is designed to repair damaged hair from the inside, not just the surface. It utilizes the same skincare ingredients that Shiseido uses in their technology, and they say it is formulated with royal jelly extract. That is to moisturize, PCA to strengthen, the Durex to repair. I'll be honest, I don't know nearly as much about hair ingredients as I do skincare, but I will say it sounds good, and holy moly, this baby works. I don't consider myself to have the most damaged hair. I do dye my hair quite regularly, but mainly just the roots. And I do sometimes go too long between haircuts, per usual, like right now, which is why my hair is driving me crazy. But number one thing, like, I noticed right off the bat when I use this, like, holy shine. So much shine. Like, my hair looked so shiny and healthy afterwards. It was like brand new hair. So if that's a concern for you, I highly recommend it. Now, I haven't tried it dry yet. I did see 2 ways to use it. One was just you shampoo, you know, squeeze out excess in hair, and then just put a teaspoon amount, like for my hair, 2 teaspoons for longer hair, and then just kind of let it sit. They say you will get immediate benefits even if you just put it in and rinse it out immediately. You will still see it. I left it in while I like shaved my legs or whatever, and then I rinsed it out, but my hair was so shiny. They said the other way is using it on dry hair, almost like a mask, leaving it on, putting your hair in, you know, a cap or saran wrap it or whatever, go about your day, and then just shampoo and rinse as normal later. And so I haven't tried it that way yet. I'm going to for sure. It does have they said it's a floral fragrance. It does have a fragrance. It's kind of an interesting texture. It's almost like Vaseline-like. If that shows you anything, kind of, but not really. It's like a creamy Vaseline. I mean, it smells good. It smells like fresh floral. So I would say if you feel like you've got some damaged hair, I believe it's pretty affordable too. And I'm telling you, like, this is gonna last me a very long time. Granted, I might use a hair mask once a week. I'm sure if you have longer highlighted hair or something like that, this would be a really amazing way to add shine and repair at the same time. Okay, the next 2 are a little different for me. I kept seeing so much about cushions, so like cushion foundations, right? And I feel like K-Beauty is on the forefront of that type of technology. In fact, TirTir has their Red Famous cushion that everyone seems to love, but it's a full coverage. I don't like full coverage at all. And so when I saw someone speaking about this one, I decided to try it to see if I would even like a cushion. And this one's supposed to be like a very natural, moisturizing, hydrated, but gives you a little bit of like wash of coverage, which is like, ooh, that sounds really promising, right? If I could just kind of like press it on no makeup days like today and like look a little bit more even, that'd be a win-win for me. So I went ahead and got I think it's Rom&nd, the brand, because it's got a little ampersand, is that how you say it? And I got the Bare Water Cushion. Now this is, I do like SPF 38, PA+++. Love that they put it SPF in pretty much everything. I think the packaging is beautiful. Oh my gosh, I never even took off the plastic. I thought this would be like something nice to like throw in my bag in case I needed something. I do feel like the little cushion is good and cute. So here is my thoughts. If you look at it really closely, it's like a mesh layer, and then you squeeze in and it's got like liquid under it, right? So my biggest complaint was the color options. Like there was like, is it 5? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had no idea. Like, let's be honest, this is designed for Korean skin, not my highly pigmented, over sun damaged American skin. I do not have this beautiful porcelain skin. And they had, like, I didn't think I'd be the darkest one. So I got like the 4th. So I got 4, which is beige 23. So you can probably tell it's too light for me. So I had high hopes. I actually like the formulation. I will say if you push in to this, it picks up so much product. So I saw people recommending you always kind of press the excess in this top piece and then pick it up from there. But Look how light that is. How is that almost their darkest formulation? And it shows immediate texture. So I will say, I have figured out kind of ways to wear it, but it's more like barely picking up any and then kind of pressing on a slight amount of product and then kind of blending it out. But it increases the look of texture. It almost like kind of sits in my pores. We all know that's what happens when a shade is too light. So I would love to know if that darkest shade would actually work for me. You can kind of tell. It definitely gives me some coverage, like with very little, but I can't use it in the way I was hoping. I was hoping I could just kind of do this. Look how washed. I look so washed out. So washed out. Okay, I have used it a few times and I will kind of blend out a small amount and then I go in with a lot of bronzer and I feel like I could utilize it so I don't completely waste it. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like it has potential. Wish there were more colors. I'm tempted to get the darkest color to see, but I feel like I'm afraid it would still be too light for me. It looks very dry up close and it's sitting in my pores. So it's hard to for me to critique even the formulation, anything like that when the color is wrong. I don't know if it's because it's a color issue or if it's due to the product. I have heard so many good things about this one though, so I might have to get the other one just to kind of be able to really say for sure. Oh my gosh, so pale. And you guys, I didn't self-tan today, so that I was thinking maybe it would work a little bit better. Potential's there. It actually doesn't look bad from far away, to be honest. Let's see what kind of coverage it can actually give this spot. So if I just kind of, I like the, it might actually work under my eyes because my under eyes are so much lighter. Right? Potential's there. Maybe I should try to get the darker one. You guys tell me, should I get the darkest one and see? Have you guys tried it? Has anyone tried this brand before? Oh my gosh, if you guys really zoomed in though, you'd see how bad this looked. It really doesn't look as good as it does on camera. I feel like I almost have to blend it partially away. It makes my skin look dry, and we all know, I just loaded up on hydrating products. My skin should not look dry at all. So I'm guessing it's just because it's too light, which makes me sad because I really wanted it to work. There you go, Rom&nd, I think, Rom&nd, I don't know. Bare Water Cushion. Has anyone else tried this product? If so, maybe I should try one shade darker. Exhaust all my options. I wish they had more colors. And because I can't help myself. Look at that. It looks pretty good once I kind of warm up my face, right? My under eyes are very light, but other than that, I added a little bit of Xanadu bronzer and I don't feel quite so washed out now. Kind of wish I had a good spraying essence right now because I feel like that could maybe take down some of that dry looking texture. But I did not get one in this haul. So we have one last product and I don't know how I feel about this one. Again, 5-star reviews. I saw this one talked about so much that I really wanted to try it again. I thought it would be great to slip in my crossbody while I was going to a baseball game and would be easy for reapplication or even over makeup. So it is an award winner, multiple award winner 5-star reviews. I will show you what I'm talking about. This is the VT Essence Sun Pact. This is one of the most beautifully packaged Korean products I've ever had. Okay, it's got this little gold button. And again, I didn't take off the sticker. Beautiful mirrored compact puff. And then it opens up to the most beautiful swirled sunscreen. It's a Sun Pact. They say it has blue and white essences to provide UV protection and skincare at the same time. Brightens, moisturizes firm skin that is sagging. I don't know about that. Light texture, leaves a natural finish with no white cast. Now, this does have both mineral and chemical filters. It does have zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. I'm guessing that is the white area. Does have Centella, Asiatica, hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid, copper peptides. I mean, it definitely has skincare in it. Not, you probably know by now my feelings on like skincare and makeup. Sunscreen, I would say, is kind of the gray area. Now, if you are putting sunscreen on as the last step in your skincare routine and you're using this as your sunscreen, which I don't know if I would highly recommend a packed light cushion sunscreen, but if you were, maybe then I would say some of that skincare could penetrate the skin and do some good. But if you're using this over your makeup, I just, like, even makeup infused skincare, there's very little that can actually do much except for hydrate the skin. And so just know that a lot of it's marketing, unfortunately. So I don't care really about the skincare in it. I care more about the sunscreen filters. So it is SPF 50 plus, PA+++. It says non-sticky, bright. It's a light texture, gives natural finish, no white cast. Offers UV protection without causing makeup to cake. I thought it would be awesome to kind of swirl into this beautiful mess and press on the skin over makeup for reapplication. Let me show you guys my thoughts. Okay, when you swirl, it's blue. Like, it gives a noticeably blue hue to my skin. Like, I don't understand. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. I feel like in my mirror, I see like this whole area of my face looks purple. Let's see. Now maybe, like, I feel like if I put it over redness, which is right there, my chin looks purple. You guys see that? Like, I had such high hopes. I would never recommend, like, on whose skin tone is, like, who's using this, giving it 5 stars? I'm also about to pull out my UV camera to see like how well this even covers. I mean, it just does not, like, no white cast. It made my entire chin look at least 3 shades lighter than the rest of my face. I just put bronzer on that. It didn't do jack, right? So I would say of all of them, the last 2 would probably be my 2 fails. Like, I had high hopes for this. I don't think I would even want to put this on under makeup because of the blue cast. Like, and it's not so, maybe it kind of dissipates a little bit more over time, but like, who's giving this a 5-star review? In what world will a zinc oxide not give a white cast? First of all, any brand that has zinc or titanium dioxide in their products high enough to give an SPF rating and say there's no white cast is lying through their teeth, because those are white pigments. There's white pigments. Like, there's no possible way you can make it clear. None. Amount of that on social media right now is like crazy pants. So I wasn't even expecting it to be clear. I was just expecting it to not be so blue. Like, I don't know if you guys can see really how light white blue, and it's turning my redness purple because blue and red make purple. I would say this is a miss. It's really pretty, and if I really wanted to just like let it sit out and it looks beautiful, no. I would never just take this and like pat it all over my face. I would look like a smurf. Embarrassing that would have been if I would have taken that to a baseball game and like put it on without looking in the mirror. Those are my thoughts. But alas, nothing bronzer can't fix. Now, I wouldn't recommend like putting on bronzer after that, because you're gonna probably move your sunscreen if you're using that as sunscreen, right? I highly recommend finding a sunscreen you like, using the 2 to 3 finger method so you make sure you get enough. The only thing about a compact like this, it's convenient for like over makeup to kind of press on more protection. But I don't recommend it as your only sunscreen or under makeup, really. A good lotion all over that you can like let then, you know, set, dry down 15 minutes before going in with your makeup is definitely your best bet to get something like a 50 protection. So there you go. Those are my 10 products, things that maybe did or didn't live up to the hype. I'm curious what you guys are curious about. If you have any more questions over any of the items I talked about, please drop them in the comments below. I will link everything down in the description box as well. Any discount codes I might have. Another shout out to Sleep and Glow and the Omnia pillow. Definitely grab yourself one with my discount. I will put all the information and links, discount codes down below in the drop box under the video. As always, if you have tried any viral K-beauty products that I must try, please share. And on the other hand, if there are things that are going crazy on the internet and you're like, is that worth my money? You guys know, I'll give you an honest review. Let me know what you want me to try next. And as always, I appreciate you guys being here and watching, and I'll see you next week. Love you. Bye.